Well, hello, everybody. How are we doing? It is Connor here. We are back with your build-up show. I hope you're all doing really well. New settings here at One Leeds HQ. We are in the new flat, everybody. We're in the new flat. You know what it's like moving around. Oh my goodness, it's chaos. It's absolute chaos. Here, there, and everywhere. Moving boxes, flipping car accident. It's not been great on the old back and the old neck, but we're here to witness a Leeds United match on Saturday. We've got everything sorted. Listen, the production settings might not be expert, but listen, we're still getting the streams out to you. We are still grinding here at One Leeds HQ. Do us a favour, slap a like on the video. And as you can see on screen right now, Carl and Phil and all you legends who are here in the building, there is a little app that you can download that is going to give you the team lineups in less than an hour's time, quicker than any other app. It's going to give you the updates on every single update. Yellow cards, red cards, hopefully not, maybe for Rotherham, goals, assists, all that good stuff before any other app. BBC Live Score. Make sure you download it. Links in the description below, or you can QR code it on screen right now. Well worth it, so for score. And we've used that. We're going to be using that in today's watch along. Buzzing. I'd love to see all of you guys there on the watch along. Listen, you might not be able to get the game on, so you can listen to me potentially watching the game if I can get it up as well. Pause. But yeah, so make sure you tune in for that one as well, everybody. We'll have your instant match reaction as well. And if you want to head on over to your Patreon, to the Patreon, I should say, we'll have some bonus bits over there as well. So let's get into a few of your comments. Afternoon, Mark. Mark, hope you're all good. Hello, my friend. How you, Mike? In the building. Paul's here as well. Hey, Paul. Ipswich are getting beat at this moment in time. Yeah, it is. They are getting beat 1-0 on my scorecard, which is fantastic news. But how are we all doing anyway? How's the new flat, Connor? Really good, Mike. Yeah, really good. So thanks for asking, buddy. Getting a few bits sorted, getting a bit of a studio thing going downstairs. We've got a lot of room, which is fantastic. It means that I can do a lot of production. I'm getting flowers through as well. Oh, my girlfriend's getting flowers. What do you think to this? Can you guys tell me what flower this is? No idea, but shout out to Jess, who's bought it for us. There you go. So yeah, new flat presents already. How lucky am I? Excellent natural lighting. Gabe, I didn't think you'd be up, mate. Didn't think you'd be up. But yeah, thank you. The natural lighting is great. So there we go. Hopefully it's looking okay. I don't have internet right now, so I'm currently working off 4G. I'm paying a lot of money for data bundles today. So shout out to all of you guys for tuning in. I hope it looks okay. You're still doing the watch-alongs, Connor. An orchid, says Jared. Okay, that's great. I'm a massive fan of orchids now, apparently. The watch-alongs, for the key games, I will be doing, mate. I will be doing that, yeah. So for Rotherham today, obviously, we'll have more games coming up as well, which you guys can tune into. But yeah, we're going to keep the watch-alongs going for... I was a little bit worried about how it was going to be getting into the new flat and getting sorted and all this sort of stuff and internet and all that stuff you have to do when you transition into a new place. So I didn't want to say to you guys I was doing watch-alongs when it might be a little bit difficult. Yeah, shout out to you, Phil. It's well worth it, mate. Well worth it. It gets the lineups and all that sort of before any other app, so it's well worth it. So shout out to everybody downloading. So for score. We also, guys, have new merch coming soon as well. Stick on a lookout for that. I might put a bit of previews out soon on that one. Rotherham today. Listen, your man, a Jersey Leeds fan. Your man, a Jersey Leeds fan. Rotherham coming to Ellen Road today. The supercomputer has predicted that Leeds lose today. And West Bromwich Albion win today, which unfortunately, I was going to say, is going to be absolute poppycock. But West Brom are beating Ipswich currently. So hopefully it doesn't follow that same trend. And Leeds United are able to get the win over Rotherham today. There is no excuse for this Leeds United team. Now, the big question is for you guys, bit of controversy earlier on in the week. Would you be starting Connor Roberts in this game? Is it an easy transition to put Connor in for this one and Archie to come out? Without any disrespect to Rotherham, it's probably one of the easier games that we'll be playing. Or in your opinion, is it Archie's place to lose, really? Obviously, we know Pascal, still no return day. So we will be looking at Ethan Ampadu playing at the back. What would you do when it comes to Archie Gray versus Connor Roberts for this one? I don't really see any other selection dilemmas. I think when Pascal does come back, that's when we're going to see a few problems when it comes to what midfielder comes out of this starting 11. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Any recommendations for microphones, mate? Well, I haven't got mine plugged in, Mike, at the minute, but I have got a Rode. I've also got a Shure mic as well. They're all good mics. Hi, Matt. Hope all is well. Got to keep the momentum up today. Yeah, Matt. And listen, Ipswich currently losing. They've got a tough game, haven't they? But Southampton, once again, have got an easy game coming up. And I know it's quite contradictory when Leeds are looking at Rotherham. And I'm saying easy, and it won't be easy. It never is. It wasn't easy against Rotherham last time, was it? A 1-1 draw at the New York Stadium. We've got to we've got to make sure that sort of stuff doesn't happen. We've got to make sure we're not slipping into those uncharacteristic, complacent mistakes that Leeds have done before. But you look at Southampton, they've got a very, very good game today against Huddersfield. I am predicting an absolute batter in there when it comes to Southampton and Huddersfield. Obviously, Huddersfield recently sacked the manager, but I still feel that that's going to be a real dominant win for him. It's probably going to be 3-4. You could even see 5 going in there. So Leeds this can't be a game where Leeds slip up, and I don't think it will be. I'm opposing the supercomputer who thinks that we are. Enjoying your new vlog content, Connor, like the one that included your dad. Yeah, I'll get the old man on some more if you want that, Mike. You just need all your Leeds tops and scarves on the wall behind you. Yeah, I might do that for the watch long today. Give Roberts an hour. Gray starts. Roberts sub. Feeling confident about this beating for Rotherham. Just having a quick look at the Ipswich game here, guys, keeping you updated. We're following the Ipswich game close as it is now perfect for Leeds United. Yeah, there's a long way to go. 34 minutes played. Roberts at right back, Archie back in midfield, and give Kamara a rest. Yeah, or to be honest, Kenneth, it's probably, for me, it would be I said there's competition. There is competition right now for Archie Gray. There is with Connor coming in. But I think it's a big thing as well to consider his fitness. I think it's a big thing to consider their fitness when you're looking at someone like Archie Gray. Archie's played every single minute. He's only a young lad. I think we've just got to be careful. We've got to be careful with how we manage this kid. You do, Ryan, a monster can of energy. So I've got to get through the day. Listen, these contents it's not easy, everybody. It can be 6 hours worth of work, this stuff. I do my own graphic design, my own thumbnails, the tagging, the social media, the presenting. I do all of it. So it can be a lot of work, this stuff. So yeah, I think James and Pascal are still out. They are, mate. Paul said their keeper is not starting today. How do you know that, Paul? Johansson. That's a big boost for Leeds if he isn't, because he's literally their best player. Very good goalkeeper. Yeah, guys, keep making sure you're slapping a like on the video. It's probably the first time we've done a little bit of a build-up. We're going to be going on for a bit, but I just want to hear your thoughts on the selection. There's been a lot of discussion so far on Leeds United's starting 11, but I don't think it's as obvious as we think it is. I think it's just going to be, I think Farke's going to go with the exact same lineup, to be honest with you. I don't think Roberts is going to come in. I think it is going to be an Archie Gray. Sort of starting. I don't mind that. Listen, I mentioned it the other day and people were saying to me, Connor, I've said this on the stream as well, Connor, you're a hypocrite. Why am I a hypocrite? I just think it's going to be a nice little blend between Connor and Archie. I think Archie should have rest. I do think that. But overall, I like Archie's his technical ability. I want to see his caliber in midfield. I think he gives us more going forward in that midfield role than anyone else in our midfield. So I want to see him back there. Look, think about how great he was at the start of the season. I want to see that again. But also, I understand how his development at right back now, him going back in central midfield will be a little bit, in my opinion, confusing for him. Because moving from right back, where you've been honing your craft for around about 3-4 months now, and then moving straight back in centre midfield, it'll take Archie a little bit of getting used to. The centre midfield complexion is very different to what you get at right back. Right back, you'll get a lot more control on the ball. Central midfield, everything is going at 100 miles an hour. You are the engine room. You are the brain of the system. So right back is a very, very different position. You find yourself in 1v1 duels all the time. In midfield, it can be 3v2, 4 versus 3. You can get a left back moving into midfield to face you up as well. Midfield is so different. So it's going to take Archie a while to get back into that midfield complexion and feel confident, and feel, in my opinion, and feel confident and be back to that level that he was. So, and then we have the conversation. Well, is Archie even a midfielder anymore? You know, do you see Archie Gray as a midfielder? He's honed his craft with England at right back. He's honed his craft at Leeds United so far at right back, and he's developed at right back. So, is he now a right back? These are all conversations that we've got to be having, really. But if Daniel Farke doesn't see his development in central midfield and he sees his development at right back, then, you know, we're talking about a conversation of Connor Roberts versus Archie Gray for the remainder of the season, which may be how the gaffer sees it. And it'll be interesting to see how this develops now. It really, really will. Grove to start. Con, remember, you can't change. You can't have a change of opinion. You can't, mate. In this game, it's very, very odd. It's like, you know, if you're going down with your mates and your mates say, "Ah, do you remember when you said that?" and you go, "Oh, yeah, that was a bit of a bad one." It's weird. It's really weird with YouTube because you are held to that forever. If you say something wrong, he said that. He must be a tosser, a so and so, and he's always wrong. It's like, oh, okay, bit brutal, but yeah, there you go. You have to learn in YouTube to get a very thick skin because of a football opinion. People hate you, absolutely hate you, because I've never met anybody. I've met Leeds fans in Manchester. I've met Leeds fans in different countries. I've met Leeds fans, obviously, in Beeston. I've never had a bad interaction. It's online. People hate you for having a certain football opinion which doesn't align with theirs. It's a really weird world, everybody, and kind of why I think I've got a really nice community. But yeah, Twitter's very, very weird. It's a very weird place. He's great at though, staying calm and controlled under pressure. Hope Jorginho goes on a scoring run. I agree with you, mate. I agree with you. I want to see a rest for Archie. Back three when Strauch is ready is back to play. Kamara and Grove in midfield. Do you know what? I'd like to see the manager as well. I'd love to see the manager do of a midfield three. I'd like to see that. Would Daniel Farke want to do that in terms of being a little bit pragmatic to what he normally is? I doubt it. I think he likes what he likes. You know, he had a 4-2-3-1 system at Norwich where at the base of midfield he had Tom Tribal and Vrancic. And then he had his three in front, which was Onal Hernandez. He'd have Todd Cantwell in there, Emi Buendia. And that'd be... what I like about Farke is it's that consistency, which in his mind breeds success if it's working. You know, when it's... You don't need to fix it. What's the saying? When it's not broke, you don't need to fix it. Something like that. It's been a long couple of days. But yeah, I agree with that sort of mantra. Really, you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Something like that. You'll tell me. I know you'll tell me. But yeah, so I think he's right. I 100% think he's right. But I'd like to see a midfield three. If you can at some point get Archie Gray in midfield with like a Gruev or a Kamara or an Ampadu and a Gruev, that'd be lovely to see, wouldn't it? A real nice synergy of 2 6s and an 8. I'd love that. But then the problem is with you putting an 8 in this side now, you're going to be stepping on Jorginho's toes because he comes back. He likes to come back, drop deep, get hold of the ball and maraud forward. We've had this discussion a lot of times, myself and Brownie actually, on the problems of being with someone like Rutter in this team. And we were having conversations off air, me and Brownie, about the problems that Perot may have faced as a number 9, which I don't think he is, but the archetype number 9, as people like to call him. I think the problem with him is, how can you predict what Rutter's going to do? You can't, can you? But I think Bamford is just consistently running across that front line and consistently making those runs in between the fullbacks and the centre-backs, that it makes it a lot easier. I don't think Perot does that enough, and that's the problem. With Perot dropping deep and Rutter dropping deep at the same time, Perot's not doing himself a service at all. He needs to be in the middle consistently. You just don't know what Rutter's going to do, but you know the ball's going to end up in the middle. That's the one. Phil says, but he's doing amazing. Archie is, and it looks so easy for him. So that's what I mean, Phil. We're having a conversation now where Archie Gray's a right back. You know, is that what we're talking about right now? You know, is that how we should see him as Leeds United fans, a right back? Interesting, isn't it? Gray should be in midfield, Ampadu, Rutter in front, James Somerville ahead as wingers. I'm really excited to see as well, everybody, WIlly Gnonto again. I'd be absolutely over the moon for him. That if he scores again or gets an assist again, it's a great opportunity for him today. What a finish that was against Plymouth, by the way. What a brilliant finish. Knuckleball, bang, bottom corner, no backlift, sliced it, bottom corner, love that. Really pure strike of the ball. I think Gnonto has got a real pure strike of the ball as well, real technical ability. And I love that. What a great finish that was. And he's causing Farke a problem now. 2 goals in 2, 2 good performances in 2. And I predict a potential riot today with Rotherham, but I also predict, him to get on the score sheet. And if he gets on the score sheet, that's 3 and 3. When DJ comes back, you're looking at problems again. But guys, these aren't bad problems to have. I see people falling out over Ampadu and Strauch. I see people falling out, but people get annoyed at me, for having these conversations. Kamara or Gruev. Bamford or Perot. James or Gnonto. Why is that a bad problem to have? I'd rather have that problem every day of the week, twice on a Sunday, than have no depth whatsoever and shoestring. I see these debates rocking up everywhere. Bielsa versus Farke. Why are we talking about this? It's like with Leeds fans, we enjoy arguing, or people enjoy arguing with other Leeds fans. It's so bizarre. Look at what we are right now. We're a different era to what we were under Marcelo Bielsa. Just enjoy where we are right now. Alongside that, enjoy the depth that Leeds United have now. It's all good in the hood. I really don't understand it. It is interesting. Kai says, good afternoon, Connor. Always looking forward to this podcast. I think Leeds will win 5-0 today against Rotherham. Match on together. Super Leeds. Thanks, Rick. But do you know what, Rick? It's different horses for different courses. Joe's a top lad. He's a really good lad, and I've got a lot of time for Joe Wademan. Got a lot of time for him. So me and Joe have always got along. So it's just different. It's different content creators have different ways about doing things, haven't they? Some people might say I'm a bit boring, which is fair enough. My girlfriend would probably agree. I'm a little bit boring. Joe's probably a little bit more entertaining than me. But yeah, it's different, isn't it? You've got loads of really good content creators. Lewis, I watch a lot of Lewis's stuff, Jer's stuff as well. Jer's a little bit more informative. Lewis is a bit vloggier. But Lewis, I enjoy watching Lewis's stuff. The Square Ball lads, it's all different. It's all very, very different. I don't think you've got similar personalities whatsoever. I wouldn't call myself and Joe similar at all. Me and Jer similar whatsoever. Me and the Square Ball lads are not similar whatsoever. So it's all very, very different. So it's whatever you prefer, really. I know some people deem me negative and others positive and stuff like that. So it is what it is, isn't it? So let's have a good. Gabe says, keep the comments respectful, everyone. We appreciate the love, but we would rather avoid critiques of other channels. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's nice. It's nice. It's nice what you were saying there, Rick. But yeah, listen. Joe's really, really good at what he does. A lovely headache for Farke to have selection conundrums. Can't please everyone, Connor. Look at where we were a year ago, squad-wise, compared to how we are now. Bonjour, Connor. I'm glad you're better. All Leeds, aren't we? Hi, Ian. Hope you're all good, buddy. Connor, but Leeds are fan base are passionate in their views. They definitely are. Hope you're good, Connor. Hi, Ads. Hope you're good. Joe's very positive and very pragmatic. You have both your strengths, which is a lot of what your fans watch. Exactly, mate. Yeah. Be bored if everyone was the same, and that's it, isn't it? That's why I think the discussion videos with maybe what I do and all this sort of stuff, you guys really enjoy the 10 minutes, the 15 minutes, but you also love the lives, which is great, so you can interact, and that's why I just try my absolute best to bring this to you guys as much as possible. So listen, that's going to be it. A bit of a preview show, a bit of a build-up. Johansson potentially out for Rotherham, which is good news. Leeds United selection looks fantastic right now. Who's going to start? If Roberts does start, I'll be very excited, just because you like seeing a new shiny toy in there. But I really don't care, even if Archie starts anyway. Listen, guys, join me on the watch-along if you want to, of course. There's a fair few of you in the building now. If you want to join me on the watch-along, we will be going live probably around about 2:45, 2:30-ish, 2:30, 3:15. If you want to join, make sure you do so. Thank you so much. Make sure you download SofaScore as well, where you get the lineups, and I'll be downloading the lineups right now from SofaScore. And if you just joined, make sure you watch the replay. Have a good one, and I'll see you in a bit, guys. Cheers.